Hello, one and all, and welcome back into Jaff Comics. Today we have the latest set for Magic the Gathering. It is the Hobbit Universes Beyond set. This is a standard legal set. This is our first of 4 play booster boxes that we're going to be opening here today. And as we always do, we take this first video of play boosters a little slower for anyone that's just getting into Magic. If that's you, feel free to leave a comment down below. Let us know what you like out of this video, what can get you into Magic yourself. We do have a special little thing that only happens in some sets here. The Hobbit comes with a box topper, a select pool of cards that are usually really quite good, can be found inside of here. We're going to be saving that for the end of the video. Not that there's not incredible cards that we can get just in the play boosters themselves, but one of the ways to play Magic is, of course, at a pre-release. If you're seeing this video before Friday, August, what would it be? August 7th, which is probably close to the day of this that this video is going to be going up. There may be pre-releases available at Jaff Comics, if that's your local game store in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. If not, check your local game store to see one that's close to you. Those draft archetypes that you can find in the pre-release, it's just one way to play, are white-blue humans, you got your black-red goblins, your black-green wolves, red-white dwarves, or green-blue elves. I'll leave that up there so that you guys can pause that if you'd like to see a little bit more information on those. Pre-release is just one of the ways to play Magic. I know my preferred way is to play a constructed format called Commander. There's also constructed formats like Standard, which this set is also legal in. This set's basically legal in all formats, which is great. So whatever way you want to play Magic, even if it's your first time, check out, whatever way you'd like to play, whether it's pre-release, Commander, Standard, Modern, Pioneer, etc. There's so many to go into. Just check your local game store if it's your first time, though. And I know Jeff has a lot of people that will love to help you learn how to play if it's your first time. With that over, we'll get right into the packs. I believe this is 30 packs per box. I'm going to check one of these ones over here. We do have, yes, 30 play boosters in here. And we're going to get right on into it. So we have, I believe, 10-ish commons in the front here. I should really take my time like I usually do. We have some equipments. Whenever the equipment enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Equip creature gets +2/+0, and equip 3. You can cast for 2. Stony Voiced Goblins. When this creature enters, each opponent discards a card. 2 mana, 1/1. Nice. Lakeshore Apothecary. 2 mana, 1/2 with Vigilance. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Moment of Glory. 1 mana sorcery. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. If the spell was cast from a graveyard, you also put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control, and it has flashback to be able to cast it from grave. Got Addercop with Landfall, a nice returning mechanic here. Land enters, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Well-worn Spatula, another equipment. Let's see. Oh, we do have our first instance of Amass Goblins on this guy. So Goblin Plate Mail, a 2 mana artifact equipment with when this equipment enters, amass Goblins 1, then attach this equipment to the amassed army. And to amass Goblins 1, you put a +1/+1 counter on an army you control. It's also a goblin. If you don't control an army, you make one. And then equipped creature gets +1/+0 and has menace, and you can equip 4. Nice to see amass come back. That's a nice little mechanic to give you a nice big old creature. Got Mirkwood Nurturer. Let's see. We have Mill as a mechanic returning, of course, as well. Puts cards in the grave. Ooh. We have Gloin, the Mighty. It's got Adventure, another returning mechanic, so you can cast it for its adventure cost, which would be 3. Easy pickings. As a sorcery, it can deal 1 damage to each creature your opponents control. And then from the Adventure, it's basically exiled into the zone, and you can cast it for its creature side, or you can just cast it for its creature side straight up and ignore the Adventure. And you would have a Dwarf Warrior that's a 4/3 that at the beginning of your first main phase, you add double red mana. A nice little another adventure here with the Goblin, amassing some Goblins and giving some +1s. You got Bejeweled Warg. You got your modal spell. You can choose one when it deals combat damage to a player. Create some treasures, perhaps. And a Bowside. Bowside? Interesting. Bowside Wanderers. We've got landfall, of course, here as well. So when a land enters, this creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Creature enters, of course, it has some other stuff on it as well. But a nice little foil. And it's unfortunate we don't get the full art lands in at least every pack. I'm not sure if we'll get any of them in the regular play boosters. But we did see some really lovely full art lands in the collector booster boxes that we've opened. So if you haven't already checked that video, we did 2 of those boxes and 2 of those videos. Be sure to check them out. That's where the really crazy arts and stuff all can be found. There's some of them in here, like the dragon scale frame, I think they call this Gloin the Mighty. That is a really lovely stylization, so it's always nice to see, even in play boosters, that you can get some really nice stuff for sure, but the collectors are where the crazy stuff is. But yeah, we do have Long Lake Nuisance. This is our first instance of seeing Recruit. When this creature enters, you recruit, so you 2 recruits, you draw a card, discard a card. If the discarded card is a non-land card, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Very nice. Ooh, some more recruit here with the Garrison. Lovely. Addercop with landfall that we've seen before. Pinecone Strike. You can choose one or both even. 3 damage to target creature if it would die at exiles, and destroy target artifact token. Interesting. Notable. Reverent Howl. Another modal spell. And another modal spell. Confiscate and Bebother. You choose one of the 2 modes. Dory, Bearer of Friends, creates a treasure. Got some more Amass Goblins. We got Bofer. I'm going to resist in every single one of these videos best I can to not make the joke. You've seen it, heard it 1,000 times. You'll get there. We do have an adventurer with Concerted Care as well on this. Very nice. Ooh, Gandalf. Spark Starter. Lovely little uncommon. Ooh, we got Thranduil. Sindarin, right? Yeah, Sindarin. Sindarin Liege. We've got Sylvan Rally as his adventure. I mean, that art's actually really sick, too. I didn't notice that before. That's lovely. And, ooh, for our rare, we have Bard's Company. A 4-drop creature that you can cast as though it had flash if you control a human. You can give your other creatures you control +1/+1, and when it enters or attacks, you can recruit. Pretty nice. And our foil is Duskwatch Hunter. We got a Mirkwood, and we've got a token. Let's get our little piles going for getting some stuff organized. Very nice so far. As we get through these, I don't know that we have too many more returning mechanics. I did have, let's see, a little note here of returning mechanics and such. Oh, we haven't seen Storied yet. We'll see that soon. We'll see Hone Counters. I think those are the only 2 we still have to keep an eye out for. When we get there, I will make sure to note those, but otherwise we are going to start kind of picking up a little faster with these cards here, especially the commons and uncommons in the front. But I will note Bilbo Baggins, Burglar, is one of many cards that, like Thranduil that we saw in the last pack, as a, I think, rare or uncommon, I believe. Bilbo Baggins is available in multiple different variants. All of them are unique mechanically. So you can run 4 of each of the common, 4 of each of the uncommon, 4 of each of the rare, and 4 of each of the mythic Bilbo Baggins. They all have different names, different mechanics. They're all unique in that way. If you're in Commander and you can only have 1 of each, the same thing applies. But yeah, a lot of the named characters will have different iterations for the different rarities. So I'll kind of put Bilbo to the side and see if we can kind of explore that in a little greater detail. We'll still take a little look here. See if we can find any of our mechanics that we haven't discussed yet. Ooh, Parton Friendship is actually a pretty nice little rare hit as well. 5-drop enchantment that whenever a non-token creature you control enters, you reveal cards from the top until you reveal a creature. And if its mana value is less than or equal to the number of lands you control, put it onto the field, which is so good. Otherwise, you can put it into your hand and the rest on the bottom. Nice. that'll be in our nice rares pile. We got Smaug's Fury, Mirkwood again, and Treasure. This set, I think as I kind of mentioned in the Collector Booster Box videos, is slightly smaller than some of the other standard sets. I think a normal standard set has about 300-ish cards, but I believe the Hobbit only has 200 unique cards, I guess I should say. I'll even put this little Gandalf to the side, because he's also one of the ones that has not only this common, but uncommon, rare, and mythic versions of him. Ooh, the Black Arrow is a nice little uncommon as well. I know I'm getting sidetracked from whatever I'm saying, so forgive me if that's the case. The Black Arrow is a really nice anti-dragon bit of tech. Even at uncommon, you can flash it in. When it enters, it deals just a single damage to any target, but if it's a dragon, you destroy it instead. Well, not instead, as that's a possible actual replacement effect, but it does create a trigger to destroy. But equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has reach is also a really nice little ability to have on that. Oop, and I skipped over Down in the Valley. Nice. A Saga that you get your lore counters put on it with the effects each turn after your draw step. A nice little card there. Oh, and we can get the full art lands. In foil, this Plains goes really crazy. These little windows here, which we'll see, because I believe you can get foil lands as well, even in the play boosters. But the windows on this Plains, if you can find a foil of it, is absolutely lovely, and probably one of my favorite Plains arts that I maybe have ever seen. I don't know if that's speaking too highly of it, but it's very, very lovely. Let's see. I don't think we've seen any stored yet. I may have passed it towards the back of that pack. Oh, we got another Bofur. Reliable Guardian. I think this is the uncommon, where the other was maybe a common earlier, I want to say. Maybe it was rare. I'm not sure. Either way, a nice little Bofur. We got Bilbo, so here we go. This is the uncommon Bilbo, Luckwearer. And earlier we had the common Bilbo, Baggins Burglar. So there's a rare Bilbo and a mythic Bilbo as well. So there's 4 total. We don't really do editing on this, but just imagine there would be the other 2 there. You can find them on, say, Scryfall or TCG or Magic the Gathering's Gatherer. You can explore all the set there if you're unfamiliar. But yeah, maybe we'll even pull some more of them. So I'll keep them to the side. But it's nice to see that we have 2 of the unique Bilbos. Oh, we have a Gandalf as well. That's really lovely. I put him to the side for the common, and the uncommon Gandalf, weirdly enough, is red. Lovely. We're going to put that to the side. And we have Along the Crooked Way as our maybe first rare of the pack. It feels like we have more. Ooh, we have an Orcrist Goblin Cleaver. I don't know that we even saw an Orcrist in either of our collector booster boxes. I could be mistaken, but I think I would have noticed. This is an absolutely fantastic mythic if you don't know it already. It's a 3-mana legendary artifact equipment that gives enchanted creature +2/+2 and trample. And the real kicker is for any kind of, kindred decks. So say you have a bunch of wizards in a deck for like Gandalf, if you're doing wizard kindred, or even Goblin Kindred, even though it's a Goblin Cleaver, this ability of whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, choose a creature type. Create a treasure token for each creature you control of that type. In an Elf deck, this goes insane. In a Goblin deck, it goes insane. I mean, it's just an absolute fantastic, fantastic hit. So we love to see it. Man, I should have. You know what? We need a little pile for the hits for sure. That'll go right up there for us. All right. Still looking for 2 more mechanics, I believe. Wood Elves is also a really nice reprint that I love to see. We got Thorin's Last Stand, nice in the full art. Got Ferocious. Here we go with Storied. I'm looking out for it, and I find it with Dane, Lord of the Iron Hills, a 2-drop legendary creature, Dwarf Noble. That's a 2/2 with Vigilance with Storied. So story states, if you control 3 or more artifacts, legendaries, and or sagas, you have an enduring story for the rest of the game, which, let me take a look. Oh, on an adventure, there is a little reminder token for storied. Let me just see if we have any here. Doesn't seem like it yet. Nope, no storied as of yet, but that's okay. There's an enduring story token that you can get as a little bit of a reminder for you. And of course, there's payoffs for having an enduring story. As long as you have an enduring story, creatures can't attack you unless their controller pays 1 mana for each of those creatures. A nice little propaganda type effect in white that just cares about having storied, which is a nice little thing to have for sure. We got Bulk of the North. Let's see, some mass goblins. And we have, Cantankerous Keepers. Affinity for elves is going to be great in a lot of decks. And whenever this creature enters, mill 4 cards, then put all elf cards from among them into your hand. Fantastic. And a large bear in foil. That is really lovely art. A little mountain in the background. Catching a fish in the stream. Yes, please. Fantastic. All right. I will keep an eye out for that enduring story token, potentially. And I think the only thing we're kind of missing is hone counters as a mechanic, so we're just going to keep an eye out for equipments that might have that. And other than that, we are going to kind of maybe start going through these commons and uncommons a little faster now. Seeing that large bear again, we got Dane Ironfoot, who creates some axes. Lovely. We got Velvet Wing butterflies, a foil island, and a wolf. Yeah, this set has been pretty great to open so far. I know I mentioned earlier that pre-release is a thing for Magic the Gathering. If Jeff Comics is your local game store, be sure to check out and see if there are either pre-releases or drafts available for this set, because I think this set is going to be among the best like draft or pre-release experiences in a long time. You can check on jaffcomics.com to see if there's any openings for those. But yeah, I mean, we also have the Queen of Dale here as a mythic. Whenever an opponent casts their first non-creature spell each turn, you recruit. I don't know why, but this is like very, very bright for some reason. Let me just, yep, no, the camera's doing okay. Okay. But yeah, a nice little hit, Queen of the Dale. We have Supper for Spiders as well as a second rare of the pack. And a third rare in a foil rare, Philly the Pathfinder, which is also storied. Fantastic. Oh, and we can, in fact, 6 cards in a row that I need to kind of pull some things to the side for. So you can, in fact, get the foil full art lands in play boosters. That's a lovely thing to see. And here is an enduring story. Oh, it doesn't actually have any reminder text. It's just a actual story. They buried Thorin deep beneath the mountain, and Bard laid the Arkenstone upon his breast. There let it lie till the mountain falls, he said. May it bring good fortune to all his folk that dwell hereafter. That's a nice little story. I don't know if it's quite enduring. It's just, well, I guess enduring can be long-lived as opposed to long-winded. The paragraph was small, so at first I was keen to dismiss it as enduring, but I guess it still makes sense. Now that we have seen all but... No, we are still looking for hone counters to show off, but we do have the Misty Mountains Cold. We can go to some dungeons deep here, with 4 saga chapters, each of them creating a treasure token. Then if you control 4 or more treasures, sack this saga, and if you do, you create a 6/6 red dragon creature token with flying. Let's see if we have... Nope, not a dragon, but it would have been cool if we did right at the back. We got the Eagles as well, and Goblin Town. Quarrel, Nori, burn, tree and fern. Key to the side door, and uncover the moon letters. This, honestly, I don't know how great it's going to be. It's a 4-drop, which sets it back a tiny bit, but whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may draw X cards, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. Apologies, I can't talk now. If you do, you discard 2 cards. So the discard 2 is a little tough, but if you have like a Alhammar's Archive or Teferi's Ageless Insight out that lets you draw double instead, I think that discard 2 is really going to be put in its place. So I know I'm definitely going to be running that in some decks that can kind of support that additional draw. Draw is one of my favorite mechanics. Well, not even mechanics, but just things to do in Magic, because it just gives you access to more of your cards. And that is, of course, a card that will help you do that more often, so you gotta love it. Old Thrush, nice. Got Gathering of Darkness, Bolg, Eagle's Rescue, and the Great Goblin. Very nice. Ooh, and we got a foil of the Black Arrow. Outstanding. We have another Bilbo Baggins at common. Let's see, no home counters on that guy. Ooh, we got 2 really fun cards. We got Great Fierce Bee. That's the Great Fierce Bee, and this is Normal Bee. Very nice. And of course, among the great names of the set is Long-Bodied Grey Dog. Creates a tapped treasure when it enters. And we have Goblin Plate Mail once again. We have Bjorn before his transformation. Perhaps we'll see him later transformed. And oh, wow, we didn't get a single Orcrist in 2 collector booster boxes, but here we are with a outstanding pull. Orcrist in the Dragon Scale frame. Oh my gosh, the only thing that would make this better is, I think, foil you can get this inside of a play booster. I don't think you can get like surge foils in play booster boxes. So the best thing that we could have gotten is this in foil, but this is an absolute close second because that art is, I mean, really lovely with that frame. It complements it incredibly well, so you gotta love to see it. That is, I almost put that with the regular stuff again. That's going with the other Orcrist up there. And we got some stuff at the back like usual as well. Alright. Wood Elves. Man, I love seeing Wood Elves. It's always a good thing to have. We have, ooh, the other Thranduil. Sindarian Liege. Lovely. We have a different equipment that finally has a home counter for us to describe for you. This is Sting, Bilbo's Sword, a 2-mana legendary artifact equipment with flash. Whenever Sting enters, put a home counter on Sting for each creature target opponent controls, and attach Sting to up to 1 target creature you control. And it has an equip 3 that you can do at any other time at sorcery speed, but let's describe to you what a home counter does. Each home counter on an equipment grants +1/+0 to the equipped creature. That's really lovely. It just scales with how big your opponent's board is. It is target opponent, so it's not, if you're in multiplayer like Commander, it's not everyone's board, but even still, if you have one player that's playing, say like Caesar in a Commander pod, I'm not going to name anyone from Jeff that would be playing Caesar, that would have a really wide board, that would want to be swinging with Caesar and stuff, potentially. That having this on a creature at flash speed to be able to handle the big problem creature that creates all the tokens. Yeah. No, this is very, very sarcastic. This would be great against a lot of decks that do have wide boards and then also have one big old creature that you would love to be able to kill off. Very, very nice. And then, oof, the island, man, I've seen this in foil before, even in non-foil. This land art is so lovely. We're about halfway through this box. We are going to start picking this up now. I hope you guys did enjoy the little bit of kind of recap on some mechanics if you're new. We're going to just rip on through here now. We got Philly the Pathfinder. We got some lands, some tokens, all not too shabby. I think we've kind of shown off the commons and uncommons of these guys. I'll put them over to the side for now, just in case, but we're gonna tear on through now. So we got 4 play booster boxes here to open for you. If you are interested in playing Magic, though, and you haven't before, and you'd like to play with my precious, such as Gollum Wood, feel free to stop in. Jaff Comics, if that's your local game store, visit us in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. If not, you can check out jaffcomics.com or jaffcomics.tcgplayerpro.com to get any of these singles as well, and the individual cards to put in your decks to make a deck of your choice with, say, a legendary creature. I was hoping that we would have behind it, but that's okay. We do have a 2 rare pack, which is always lovely. But yeah, My Precious is also a really lovely little pull. But yeah, support your local game stores if you can. The links for both of those are in the description. If you're interested in pre-releasing or drafting, I believe on jaffcomics.com there is an events page where you can see if there are signups available, or you can just visit in store, call into store. There's links and phone numbers and all kinds of ways to contact listed on those sites. But yeah, Jaff Comics has been great, and I hope if you're nearby, you give it a visit and pick up some cards that you see here if you're interested in a Rhodes Go Ever On, or of course, I mean the 2 Orcris that we have up top as well wouldn't hurt either. While you're at it, we got the Last Light of Durin's Day with mountain cycling and a bunch of other nice little things on there. Yeah, this set's been really, really nice. I didn't think I was going to pre-release myself, but this is prior to the Friday that pre-release is, so I might just be seeing if there's some room still to pre-release for myself, because, ooh, Bolg's Company in the extended, or I guess full arts rather, as are rare. It's nice to see these in play boosters and not just hidden behind the super pricey collector boosters. But that is where you can find a lot of the really crazy arts. This one is a nice one though. Ooh, we have a Gloin the Mighty in a foil dragon scale frame. That is nice. Honestly, that should go up there. Honestly, even Bolg's Company should go up there as well as a nice little hit. Very sweet. Yeah, I might have to pre-release this set. It looks so nice. I watched the was it the pre-release that Loading Ready Run does? No, I watched Tolarian Community College video on YouTube. That was a nice little kind of preview, pre-release event that they did for the camera, for the video, and the set looked really fun there. So I might have to be going myself. If you're like me and you're thinking that same thing, check out the links in the description. See if there's some spots left at Jaff Comics. We do have Glamdring Foehammer every single time that we pull this card. I will say it. This card is going to be so good in so many Spellslinger decks. 2 mana, equip 2 for legendary artifact equipment. Even without the adventure, that's like really solid as well. With 4 mana being able to mill and get some instants and sorceries back to hand. But instants and sorceries costing X less to cast, where X is the equipped creature's power, so it scales equal to like a big creature. Man, this thing's going to do numbers in a Spellslinger deck. Alright. We're going to speed on through the rest of this box and get to our box topper, because I know I'm excited to see what we still have left in the tank there. I'm sure you are as well. We're going to pop off for some nice rares and mythics, I'm sure. But we've seen most of the commons and uncommons. I mean, the Smog at common, or Smog at common is nice. Got a Little Bear. Down to Goblin Town. The Stone Giant of High Pass. We saw a bunch of those in our first collector booster box. Tired of seeing you, Stone Giant of High Pass. You're a fine draft card, but for constructed, I don't know that anyone's particularly looking forward to that. Ooh, but we do have the alternate art Dragon Scale Bilbo Luckwearer. Nice to see. Ooh, and Bjorn the Fierce. I think we mentioned it before. We had like the uncommon Bjorn that is just the guy. But here, though, Bjorn has transformed into a bear. And this is a nice little bear commander for sure. Or a nice little bear card for any of your drafts, your sealed events. Of course, you got your long-bodied gray dog, of course, as well. Lake Town. Getting down there for box 1 of play boosters. Probably about 8 packs to go, it looks like. We're gonna run on through. Great Gilded Boat. Meh. A fine draft rare, but I don't know that's gonna be anything crazy after. When you attack your recruit and it's a crew 2. It could be nice in some decks, I guess, but not a crazy hit or anything. Let's see. Ah, there's the actual best name of a card in the set. Old Fat Spider Can't See Me. I know he's very much not from the South or redneck at all or anything like that, but it just feels so right to just Old Fat Spider. It's just such a funny name. A lovely little card, and I saw it on the video I was saying before, the pre-release from Player and Community College. This card did absolute work there. It's only an uncommon, too. I was going to put it in our rare pile. Thranduil's Company. Not too much crazy there. I want to see the box topper. What do we got in the packs before it? We got another, wherever it was, the Black Arrow. Tom Burton William. A lovely little card that I was considering building as a commander myself. You can pay 1 sack another creature, draw cards equal to the sacked creature's power, then discard a card, and when it dies, you return them to the battlefield as an artifact if they were a creature, which is very doable. Ooh, Rage into the Valley. Another Old Fat Spider Can't See Me. Ooh, Desolation of Smaug. A nice little rare hit for any kind of red dragon deck. 3 damage to each non-dragon creature, and then just get your 4 mana back to cast some more dragons. Dragon decks are going to absolutely love that card. I don't know how much that card's going to be going for, because I don't know how many dragon decks there are out there in different formats, but I know a few commander players that have dragon decks, and if you aren't running that card, you probably should. As someone that doesn't have a dragon deck, I ask that you don't play it because it's going to destroy my board state every single time, and that's bad for me because it probably means I won't be able to win the game. But no, it's a really nice card that I'm sure we'll see a lovely amount of play. Getting down there, I believe we have 2 packs after this. We have Dancing from Dusk to Dawn, but it's Dark to Dawn. A 5-drop. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put X +1/+1 counters on target creature control, where X is that spell's mana value. And of course, it just says landfall. Create a whenever land you control enters, create a 2/2 green bear creature token, which is already the same as, I think it was Zendikar's Royal, the green enchantment that was also either 4 or 5 mana, but didn't have the +1/+1 counters clause on it for when you're casting creatures. So this card is definitely gonna be seeing a fair amount of play in a number of decks for sure. That can go in our nice pile. The Eagles are coming as well. Ooh, we got 2 of the Eagles are coming. 1 in foil. A nice little rare hit. And we'll go there. You know what? These can go over here. That's a nice little pack, honestly. Dancing from Dark Till Dawn and 2 of the Eagles are coming. 3 rare pack, 1 of them foil. Lovely. Got Nasty Little Rabbit. The Chief Warg. Oh, we got Balin. Lore Master. He's also storied. And ooh, we got Bofer. And we got an island. Nice. Down to our last regular pack, though, for the Play Booster box. Just whoop. Get that guy out of the way. Don't forget, we do have a box topper. I know I've said it a few times. I am excited to see what we get. I know in the collector booster boxes, the box topper is in foil. I'm wondering, as we roll through this last pack, if the box topper is going to be foil in the play boosters as well. Let's find out. Yeah, we can just keep that on there. I'm just going to do a little Mr. Owl. One. Oop, as my mic is falling. Just tighten that down really quick. Apologies. We'll do it this way. Making sure not to cut the card. But especially when these packs are so thin, we want to get them out nice and safe. Alrighty. Thank you again so much for watching. This is our box topper, the last card of the pack, of the box even. We do have 3 other play booster boxes. If you're interested in seeing those videos, please do subscribe here on YouTube. Ooh, we have Sauron the Dark Lord. This is a nice one too, isn't it? Whenever an opponent casts a spell, amass orcs 1. Yeah, and then it's got ring temps, and then whenever ring temps, you discard your hand and draw 4 cards. Man, this is a great hit. I have this as a commander of a deck. If you have the Sauron Precon deck from the Lord of the Rings set, this is a reprint of the card from the main set that is a much better commander than the other Sauron that the Precon deck comes with. So I'm sure there are going to be quite a few people that have that Precon that would love to get this art of Sauron. A lovely little hit. Well, thank you all so much for watching this box. In this video, we got more of the play booster boxes for the Hobbit here on Jeff Comics. Be sure to subscribe and leave us a like or even a comment down below of what the favorite card that we opened in this box was, and we will see you in the next one. Bye for now.